What if the pulse of the Chicago Bears is about to race in a whole new direction? Could the winds of change brewing in the Windy City finally signal the dawn of an era that wipes the slate clean of past disappointments? The whispers echoing from Halas Hall are louder than ever, and they're laced with desperation and hope. Hit that like button, subscribe right now for every electrifying twist, and engage with us. Are you ready for the Bears to rise from the ashes and forge a legacy capable of silencing the critics once and for all? As the clock ticks down to training camp, inside sources are buzzing with the kind of drama that has our hearts in a vice grip. There's talk of pivotal moves, potential shakeups, and names being tossed around like a football in the wind. But this is more than just typical off-season chatter. This feels monumental, like we're on the verge of a seismic shift that could redefine our monsters of the Midway. And now, the name's surfacing, looming like a storm cloud over Soldier Field. D'Andre Swift. That's right, the talented running back could very well be on the chopping block. And folks, if this happens, it's not just business. It's personal. Swift, who has just finished a season where he racked up nearly 1,000 yards and moments of brilliance, might find himself facing the bitter end of a Bears career that started with promise, yet feels overshadowed by the aura of uncertainty that has haunted our franchise for years. It's the echoes of past legends, the kind of heartbreak we've seen in the story of Walter Payton pushing through walls of defenders, Brian Urlacher's ferocious defense igniting hope, Devin Hester's electrifying return sending chills down the spine of the city, where blood, sweat, and tears tied together by a shared rich history. And here we stand on the brink, clutching our respective pieces of the past and wondering how this could unfold. What if the Bears front office is looking for a new face to usher in Johnson's vision? Whispers from the depths suggest that Roshan Johnson and rookie Kyle Monangai are heating up, with pressure mounting on Swift to prove himself in this high-stakes ballet of talent. Imagine a scenario where the unheralded 7th-round pick rises like a phoenix, reminiscent of Kamara or Pacheco, igniting the enthusiasm we sorely need. But then, visions of Swift's struggles surface. His stats are less than stellar for running back looking for job security, 3.8 yards per carry last season, and rumors swirl that he's merely a placeholder in this new regime. The Bears seem to be sending a clear message. The past is no longer a measure of the future, and if Swift can't step up, he could just as easily step out, leaving us with a gaping hole at a position that's meant to be our backbone. What does the roster look like in this make-or-break summer? Is it possible that a mix of untested talent and hope could spell disaster? Or conversely, could this be the alchemical reaction we've all been waiting for? Picture this, a fleet-footed, dynamic duo lighting up the field like it's 85 again, sending chills down the spines of our opponents while bringing back the electric intensity that makes being a Bears fan an emotional roller coaster. But without a doubt, there are risk factors here. And with every beat of uncertainty, the heartache of the franchise's recent history looms like a dark cloud. Swift needs a breakthrough, and he's running out of time. We all know how quickly the tide can turn in the NFL. This isn't just about football, it's a cultural phenomenon. It's about what it means to bleed blue and orange in a city that hasn't seen a Super Bowl in 37 long years. Buckle up, Bears fans. The stage is set, and with every rumor swirling closer to reality, it feels like we're standing on the edge of something huge, something that could change the landscape of this franchise forever. Just remember, as we inch closer to the pivotal decisions that will affect our beloved team, the mystery and suspense only deepen. What will become of D'Andre Swift, and how will the pieces fall into place? Trust me, you won't want to miss part 2 of this unfolding drama, because the end of one chapter might just be the electrifying start of another. Listen up, Chicago. We've all felt that electric air in Soldier Field when the Bears take the field, right? That moment we breathe together as one mighty beast, puffing out our chests, ready to roar with pride. But, oh man, what if this season is different, really different? What if I told you that deep within the heart of Halas Hall, Amid the stark white walls that echo with ghosts of past triumphs and heartbreaks, there's a seismic shift brewing. You remember 2018, don't you? The weight on Cody Parkey's foot. Our hopes turned into a double doink. And 2010, the heartbreak of a DC drive that felt like it cut into the very marrow of our fandom. But here we are again, standing at the precipice of destiny, and I'm not talking about a mere flicker of hope. I'm talking about a blaze that can consume all doubt if we only let it. The whispers in the locker room are growing louder. Players are exchanging glances filled with stubborn determination, fueled by the aching legacy of monsters. Picture it, the tension between the veterans and the rookies. You can sense it. There's blood in the water, and our division rivals are circling like vultures. The Packers are licking their chops at any sign of chaos, and can you blame them? They've schooled us enough times to write a guide on how to break a Bears fan's heart. The Vikings, with their flashy offense, are already imagining the glow of their Sunday night ads. And don't even get me started on the Lions, running rampant, claiming they're the kings of the North. But what if our front office is plotting something we can't yet fathom? What if they're ready to stop dancing in circles and start laying the bricks for a foundation worthy of our proud history? Can you believe the late-night strategy sessions, the desperate brainstorms, where someone dared to evoke names like Hester, Singletary, and the unmatched Ehrlicher? You could almost hear the murmurs of reverence and pain as they reminisce our distant glories. It's a painful contrast to today's choices, where the fears and needs of 2023 morph into anxiety-laden seconds that echo Hallis's hallways. In every win, there's the lurking fear of another crushing defeat looming like thick fog off Lake Michigan in January. It creeps in with each tick of the clock like that cold wind hitting your face as you dare to dream. The question hangs heavy in the air. Are we on the edge of redemption, or are we flirting with another downward spiral? The clock is ticking, and as I pace this bar, the dim lights flickering like our team spirit has due to years under relentless pressure, I can't shake this one burning thought. How many times can we look hope dead in the eyes before it blinks first? It's like asking if the sun will rise the morning after a savage loss. Will this season be the year we reclaim our narrative, or bury ourselves in the den of despair once more? I don't know about you, but I refuse to go quietly. I refuse to let the Bears become just another chapter in the Chicago story of what could have been. We need to rise like the legends who've trodden this ground, reclaim our ferocious spirit, and forge the unbelievable. Can you feel it? The fever pitch of your heart? Because it's not just about football. It's about our souls, our legacy, our family. And brothers and sisters, the time to act, to believe fiercely, is now. This is the moment that will define us. What will you say when the dust settles? Will you have been part of the roar, left sitting in silence? The stage is set, the tension is unbearable, and the only questions left are we ready to rise from the ashes, or are we destined to watch another phoenix cry out? The fire inside us must burn brighter than ever. Let's rise, Chicago! What's it going to be?